Today I'm going to go over the Dow Jones, the US 30, and I want to go over it with the strategy that I've been talking about for the last couple of. It's very powerful when you understand direction. Now, when you first try the Dow Jones, you know it's a very volatile asset. It moves. It moves very fast quite frequently, but if you understand direction, you can really make a lot. So this strategy actually it helps with that. So you can use this strategy, and I've gone over this last couple of videos with the other assets, but I want to go over first how to set it up to trade and to improve your results with the Dow Jones US 30. And then I want to go over what you can do with this knowledge of this strategy and what you can use it for with Forex. You can use it for a USD base account and a satoshi base account. So if you have enough, I know on Forex, if you're doing a USD base account, you need at least 200 to trade it. And then I think for Satoshi, you need like 0.002 or something like that. So we'll look at it. We'll look at the strategy. We'll look at a couple examples. And then we'll look at how much it can actually get you if you trade it in Forex. Okay, so to trade the US 30, you need to go to US 30, which is the Dow Jones. I'm going to click that. So to set it up, what you need is two indicators. You'll need your LNL trend system, and to get that, you just go to indicators, go to LNL trend system. The only ones you need are, you check everything off except for show trend line. Make sure everything's a bright color. I make the neutral a white. Check everything off, and you need show HDF trend line. Make everything bright. I make my neutral color white. So once you need that, and all you need here is your Stochastic RSI. And what we want to do is we want to look at the Dow Jones on a longer time frame. So the focus really here, to benefit and to go with the direction, you want to look at this on the day and the hour. I don't look at any other time frames. I use those as an example. So real quickly, we're going to go here to the day. And what we can do here is, based off of the LNL trend system, we can see the overall direction. So if I remove the candles here, you want to focus on the areas where the LNL trend system have crossed. So we've got a moment right here. I will let's just mark this real quick. We'll do a vertical line here. Let's mark that red. Start of the downtrend. Got another moment right here. Mark that one. That's the start of a uptrend. And you got a fake out right here. But you still could probably have made some profit here. Right about here. This is the start of a small downtrend. And then you got this moment right here, which is the start of a uptrend. Make that green. So, looking at this, and if you're looking at it on the day, but real quickly, we want to look at this on the hour. We made our marks, so we know the overall direction and the overall direction to focus on. Okay, so right now the focus is, where's the red line? Red line, way back. The mark happened a long time ago. Starts right here. So that's where we marked the start of the downtrend. So from there, you want to go and you want to focus on the downtrend. So since we know the direction is down at that point, you want to focus on downtrend. So So since we know the direction of the downtrend, we want to look at the, so you see it actually started here on the hour. So this was the cross on the hour. So this is when it really started on the hour. So now that we know the direction, we want to focus on the stochastic and every time it crosses down. So if you miss this right here, you want to focus on when it's going down. So the direction is down from this point. So you could have come in right here where the stochastic is crossing down, and you could have rode this out here for a, this is $716 profit right there. And you want to wait for the next moment. You get a moment right here. This is 200 bucks basically. You got another moment right here. And you got it right from here to here, around here. Small one right here. This is $427. You got a brief moment right here. Up here. $249. And you got a moment right here. Right here. And you're just following the stochastic. This one is, yeah, I think I already went through that one. And then you got a moment right here. You always want to go with the trend. That's the point of the LNL trend system. This is $683 for 4 hours. And then you got this moment right here. This one is $473. And then you just get the general idea. If you miss anything on the LNL trend system, you follow the stochastic. So the same thing for downtrend is the same thing for uptrend. So let's find that uptrend where I made that mark for the uptrend. Here we go. So this is the start of the uptrend. So you're going to do the same thing. You'll notice that the uptrend, if you go zoom in here, it actually started right here. Well, we marked it on the day, but it actually started over here. So the same thing, rules apply. You know, if you miss the cross, you want to get in when the stochastic is crossing up. So you would come in, you know, same way you want to do your buy order right here. You want to write it up. And it's the same way going down as going up. You just want to focus on all the moments where it's crossing up. So you get another one right here. So this one is $437. So that's the strategy. But really quickly, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you 2 ways that you can actually trade it. And you can trade it in Forex. Basically, put Trade Locker on your phone. You're going to need a broker. Now, I'll put you down my recommended broker. You know, I'm not going to talk about it today, but I'll put the link down below because it's the recommended broker that I use. It's the recommended broker that I use, but I want to show you how much you can make by trading the US 30. We'll go to US 30. And first I want to show you a Satoshi base account, which is funding an account with Satoshi instead of USD. So it's the same thing. So this is based off a Satoshi base account. So let's just look at a simple trade here, and we'll look at how much that will make you in Satoshi. We'll look at a trade. Let's see, the focus right here is a downtrend. So let's just focus on this move right here. So right about here. So from here, we've identified the trend is down at this point, and we've looked at our stochastic for the next moment to get in. So that's be right here to down here. This is 72,000 pips. So on a Satoshi based account, you're basically turning a little bit of a, now to trade, real quickly, to trade the US 30 with a Satoshi base account, you need 0.0021 to make that happen. So you have to have that much on there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to have our ticks be 72,000. And this will return you about 0.0076 Bitcoin by trading that one move right there. And we'll look at the same numbers. And 72,000 ticks there would give you about $720, which it tells you, it basically tells you right here that it's about 720. You can just see it up there in the chart right there. It'll tell you it's about 720-ish. But on a Satoshi base account, that's about how much you would make. You'd make close to 0.0. Let's see, hold on, let's go to those numbers again. For those that want to trade the Dow Jones and make Satoshi, so if you go here and 72,000, yeah. So the same move would make you 0.0076. So with today's Bitcoin price, 0.0076 is actually $715. So you'll actually make more with doing it with Satoshi. But it all depends on where the price of Bitcoin is. But currently it's $715. So that move was 0.0076. Yeah, so that's about $700. It's about $700 right now, but it's Satoshi, and Satoshi appreciates. So that's a way to accumulate Satoshi. That's using this strategy here, and you can trade it with a USD base account and a Satoshi base account, and all you do is have to understand the principle here is you wait for a cross. And then if you miss the cross, you focus on the stochastic to get your scalps, basically. So you can look at the overall trend by going to the day, look at the overall trend. Then if you miss any kind of cross, you then go to your stochastic. Now, it's very important to make sure you don't enter really on overbought and oversold areas. You want to enter your trades basically when the market looks like it's shifting direction. So just keep that in mind. So this is a very, very powerful strategy to trade the US 30 to create more USD. You can do it for both. You can create USD, or you can create more Satoshi.